These are Muslim values. These are Canadian values.
One day we can have a Muslim majority nation here in Canada, right in your face.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Canada currently has a Muslim problem. I mean, the country is in a situation whereby Muslims want to take over the country. They are constantly holding protests. They are occupying churches. They are blocking roads. They are blocking busy roads, all in the name of holding prayers. In short, it's no longer about genuine prayers. It kind of feels like they want to pass a message, or they want to kind of take over.
Interview of a Muslim in Canada with a reporter.
One day we can have a Muslim majority nation here in Canada, right in your face.
We have Canadian law here, and you say that you want Sharia law to displace Canadian law. That doesn't sound very respectful.
In majority, you wouldn't have any other option. Go to your queen and tell her to change the laws.
Change the laws to what, sir? To Sharia law?
No, change the laws to not allow any more Muslims to come to Canada. We owe our allegiance and our loyalty first and foremost to our religion, not to the queen, to be honest. When I went for my so-called oath, I was silent, I didn't say anything. It was your responsibility to make sure you got it out of me. So when I didn't say anything, I'm not liable to any.
Now, having heard from that Muslim guy, you should know that he is not the only one with that kind of thinking. There's so many Muslims out there with that kind of thinking. He says that they want to take over the country, they want to take over Canada. Why should they do that? Because in the first place, if you study keenly, these are people who have come from Islamic countries or Islam dominant countries, and they have come to Canada to get better opportunities and just to generally better their lives. If at all the Sharia laws are as effective as they claim, if at all the Sharia laws are more superior than the laws of this country or the laws of any other Christian country, then why are there countries or Islam dominant countries not doing as well as countries like Canada, the US, or the UK? Why? Why do they have to leave their Sharia laws there in their countries and then come over to our countries or to Christian dominant countries only to tell us that they want Sharia laws to be applicable or to apply in this country? If at all the Sharia laws were as good as they claim, then their countries would be doing so much better.
Who wants Sharia law? The Muslims say me. Who wants to live in Iraq? Not me. Who hates America? All the Muslims put their hand up. Who wants to live in America? Me. You left your Muslim country under Sharia law to move to a Christian country. Only they want to bring the Muslim rulership and Sharia law back into the country. Only they want to bring the laws that destroyed your country into the country that's whole, prosperous, and blessed. If Allah and Sharia is so great, go live under the blessing of Almighty Allah. But for some reason, they want to live under the blessing, prosperity of the Almighty God of the Bible. For some reason, they always want to live in a Christian nation. Why? Christ is King. They like the blessing of the God of the Bible, but they don't like the God of the Bible. They like the blessing, the fruit, the results of Christianity, but they hate Christianity. The reason our nation is blessed is not because of our geographical location. The reason our nation is blessed is because of our spiritual conditions.
And for your information, it's not just in Canada. Muslims all over the world feel like they can take over Christian countries. Remember that Muslims living in Christian countries, they do live peacefully with no disturbance. But Christians living in Muslim countries, I don't think they have that much peace. I've had stories of Muslims being going through a lot, going through so much in countries like Saudi Arabia. It's like they're taking advantage of those Christians who are going over there for work purposes. And this problem is not just affecting Canada, it's affecting the US, it's affecting the UK, and it's also affecting Australia.
Do you think Islam will eventually overtake Christianity here in the United States?
Worldwide, not just United States. We have people converting every day.
And what leads a Christian man to convert to Islam?
When they read the Quran and they find the truth, and they read it in English, and they see how peaceful Islam is.
What are some large misconceptions about Islam here in the United States?
That Muslim women are suppressed.
And what makes you choose to wear the hijab?
My religion, I started wearing the hijab when I was 16 years old.
And what would happen if you didn't wear the hijab?
Nothing would happen. It's your choice.
And could you shake a man's hand?
No.
Do you find that interesting that women can't shake other men's hands?
No, I don't find that interesting. It's normal.
And why do you think Islam is the largest growing religion here in the United States right now?
Because of our Quran. Our Quran, our book never changes. It's one book, one language, one religion. There's Islam in all over the world.
Is it true that Muslims also practice polygamy?
Yes,
Would you accept another wife into your marriage?
in our religion it says.
Is Islam really a problem?
I honestly think that wherever you go in the world, you should respect the rules of the land. You can't try to take over. And I think the mentality that says some, not all Muslims, some Muslims believe that Sharia law should be the main law in the UK. It's too far. It's just taking it too far. So if I went to an Islamic country, I wouldn't try to impose my values on that country. I genuinely believe in live and let live, but you shouldn't try to convert. I don't want to be converted either. I don't want to be taken over, and I don't want to be converted.
I don't know. Probably you should tell me what you think about all this in the comment section, because I am here giving my thoughts and I'd really want to know what your thoughts are concerning this whole topic. Here at Diversity University, I do encourage people having these difficult conversations. If you're Muslim and you're watching these, then please tell me, do you think whatever is going on is right? Because Muslims are blocking the roads in Canada, they are occupying churches, they are causing chaos, they are strategically positioning themselves in places of worship on Sundays, praying right before the entrance of our churches. You know, it's no longer about just religious freedom. It's now about intimidation and kind of passing a message. So if you're Muslim and you're watching these, please tell me, do you think whatever is going on is right? Because all this is going on while our government is silent.
These are Muslim values. These are Canadian values.
Muslim values are Canadian values. That's what our Prime Minister is saying. You know, I have a couple questions about that. Is it not bizarre that every single politician in this country, left or right, liberal or conservative, whoever they are, pander to every single group but Christians? I mean, imagine telling the people who founded this country on Christianity and Christian values that one day the Prime Minister of Canada would be standing in front of a Muslim Association of Canada banner talking about all of our Muslim values in Canada. But of course, these people will do anything to get votes. They will do anything to divide this population and to make us lose our core identity. They want to confuse the next generation into not knowing what is Canada. It was built on Christian values. It used to have Christian values. Now we're just a mix of everything. We're just one big melting pot and we don't have a core identity. That is their goal. They want to strip us of our core identity and cater to every other group possible instead of the very simple solution that if you want to live in a country with Muslim values, go to a Muslim country, live there. We have no problem with that and we wish you nothing but love and peace. But do not try and change the fabric of this nation and try and make this something that it is not. It is not a Muslim country. And by the way, it's not just me who's saying this, it's all of the people who grew up in a Canada that had a coherent one set of values. It's all of the people who came here from different countries trying to leave Muslim countries and Muslim values. It's even many Muslims who just want to live in a Christian country, practice their faith in private, and not make it so that this country becomes a Muslim country of Muslim values, because that is not sustainable and that's not what this country is. Oh, and by the way, to any progressive liberal who thinks that they share values with Muslims, you might want to do a little bit more digging, because I think you guys might have just a few disagreements here and there. I mean, just a few.
If at all the Sharia laws, the laws that are governing those Islamic countries, I'm talking about countries like Qatar, countries like Saudi Arabia, countries like Iran, countries like Iraq, Palestine, you know, if at all those Sharia laws are superior to the laws of our land, then why should they not just stay in their countries? Why come over to a Christian country and then want the laws in your country to apply in this Christian country? I don't think it makes sense. These Christian laws are the laws that are making our countries to prosper. You know, Canada is a country that has been built by Christians and on Christian foundations. So there is no way you'll convince me that the Sharia laws will make Canada a better place. So those are just my thoughts, and I'd really like to hear what your thoughts are concerning this whole issue. Please tell me what you think about this in the comment section and I'll be glad to read your comments. Otherwise, let's have a conversation going on, and if at all you like the video, then please give it a thumbs up. That way this video will be able to reach more people. You can also support this channel by subscribing to the channel. You know, it will also motivate me to make more videos. Otherwise, I hope to be seeing you in the next video. Bye.